My name is Marcola. I'm a finance and marketing major here at Trine University, and I'm originally from Elmont, Michigan. So some things I do around here on campus, I'm a part of the Delta Mu Delta Honor Society. I'm also a member of the Trine men's hockey team, NCAA hockey team, and I also work at the golf course here part-time. Now last summer I had the opportunity to work at Franklin Electric for an internship, which is down in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And I came about this job, I found it through Handshake here. And also, leading up to the interview process that I would discuss with Terry Johnson, who gave me a lot of tips and advice on what I should do in my interviews. And I originally interviewed for a treasury position there, but I didn't match up with them as well, so they recommended me to the credit department where I interviewed for them again, and then that's how I got my internship down in Fort Wayne. So my job title was the global credit intern, and I was given a task throughout the summer where they gave me a list of all of our international customers, and I would go through and review their credit limits. So for example, if we had one customer in Germany, I would then review things like their financials, like their financial health, their payment history, and also taking the fact like political risk and where they're located, the risk as well. And I would compile all that information, financial ratios, into an email template where I would then send it to my boss and recommend either increasing their credit limit, maintaining it, or decreasing it based on how much they're currently using and how much they've used in the past, and if they have good payment history. And then regarding different credit limits, if it was above $1 million, I would have to send that to higher up the chain, to someone higher up in the company, because my boss couldn't approve over $1 million credit limit. But anything below that, I was able to just email to my boss. But I found that experience to be very enjoyable, and I had a lot of fun doing it. This internship has helped me mainly being organized, because I was thrown a lot of information from overseas that I had to be able to dissect and understand. So I would always keep track of that just on my desk. But one of the things my boss said I did really well, and they hoped that other members of the team there would look at and put in their own, work, just how organized I was, and being able to handle information, file it correctly in the folder, so because we all had shared folders and they can view what I'm looking at, so that was easy for everyone to access and be able to understand where I was coming from. The biggest takeaway from my internship, I'd say, just being able to gather information for my reviews. So I dealt with all international people, so the time zone difference, just constant communicating, a different language barrier as well. I would be working with foreign currencies. I'd be constantly doing the exchange rates. Like I worked with the euro quite a bit, as well as the yen. So that was very interesting, a cool thing I got to experience. And just being able to communicate in that professional environment and trying to, again, going back to that language barrier sometimes, like talking in meetings, trying to understand accents. So it was just pretty cool being able to be a part of that, and I'm definitely going to be taking that with me to my future experiences.